Welcome back, my Tamasaba lovers. So at the moment, been feeding the little Tamasabas on egg yolk, but they recommend to feed them on brine shrimp. So I've got loads of brine shrimp anyway, eggs, and I found this little hatcher type thing that a few people have recommended, so I thought I'd get it. I've got a heat pad here that I use for stuff in the greenhouse when I'm growing on chilies and tomatoes to get them started. So I thought I'll use a heat pad, get some brine shrimp going, and then we can feed the baby Tamasabas the brine shrimp. So let's have a little look. This is out of the box. So it's just a tray, and you put the brine shrimp apparently around the outside, and this little white separator stops the eggs from going into the middle. So the brine shrimp swim, put the lid on so they swim towards the light into the middle. Grab that little thing in there, and then that will fill up the brine shrimp, so they swim to the middle because they can see the light, and then just lift them up, and then you've got some brine shrimp. So let's read the instructions, say how much water it needs and how much salt, and get going. There's a little water fill line, so you fill it up to there with the water. Gives you a little measurer. So I've got some brine shrimp eggs. I'm just gonna sprinkle them on the outside. And that apparently is supposed to stop the eggs from going into the middle. So we'll wait 24 hours and then hopefully have some brine shrimp in the middle to feed the baby Tamasabas, because they're going crazy. So we'll try this in 24 hours, so we're getting on. Just another update on the brine shrimp feeder, or hatchery, whatever it's called. It wasn't working as well as what I wanted it to. I don't know whether it's because it's in the garage and the garage is cold. So I've got the heat mat under it, but then I think the temperature was too warm. The water was really hot. So what I've done is I've put it on a timer to come on every half an hour, just for 15 minutes, then go off, instead of it being on all the time. And I put just a little air pump in there, and I've also put some spirulina, that's the green, so that also feeds the brine shrimp. And you can see in the middle, hopefully you can see, I don't know whether you can tell, moving around, they're hatching out now. So maybe I didn't give it long enough, maybe it was too cold and then too hot, but it just seems to be working now. So I've just given them a feed. Stupidly took a little bit out and given them a feed without feeding it to anyone, so I'll pop back a little bit later on once the middle's filled up, because when you put this on, try and get it on one hand now, pop this one in. Yeah, if you can see some already, the brine shrimp do gather to that bit, because that's where all the light is. Yeah, look, you can see there's loads of them coming in already. So working well. I've ordered another brine shrimp hatchery, one of those sort of hang up ones. I just feel the amount of Tamasaba I've got, they need constant supply of this, and I can't keep up. So you can see them there wriggling around. Those little brine shrimps. I'll keep feeding this, keep feeding the micro granules of protein that I've got, and keep feeding the egg yolk. But yeah, I don't know, I don't know whether this is maybe ain't good for the UK, maybe it needs to be in somewhere warm. I just really struggled for the first sort of 3 days. I didn't seem to be getting anything, and they should be hatching in 3 days, so I think, yeah, maybe a warmer temperature, maybe a bit more light, something like that, and it'll work. Maybe not in the UK, maybe not in a garage, definitely not in a garage. But now it seems to be working fine, getting some brine shrimp, so I'll do another little video when I can harvest some more and feed them to the Tamasabas. Just following up on my last video about the brine shrimp farm. It's only been about 20 minutes. And you can see teeming with brine shrimp in there. So I'll take the little container out. It should. The water drop out slowly. There's not too much salty water going in the tank. And I'll get these fed to the Tamasabas. So I'll just I don't know whether you can tell or not, but they are they are darting into that. I'm not too sure if they know what to make of it yet, because I've only been feeding them live brine shrimp for yesterday and a little bit today. There's any bubbles on the way, aren't there? Yeah. Loads of Tamasabas. So I thought that brine shrimp hatchery was alright. I'm not too sure whether I'm overly impressed with it. I know people rave on about how good it is. It works. I'm going to try a different one, and then I've got something to compare it with. But at least they've got some brine shrimps in there, giving them a feed, which is supposed to stimulate the growth. So I hope you find this useful. Thanks for watching. Leave me a comment, like and subscribe.